Hi, welcome to ERPNext video tutorials. So, any company who is migrating to ERPNext from a legacy solution, be it an Excel file or some accounting package or any other application, uh, in the very initial stages of migration, they have lots of data to be ported from a legacy system into ERPNext. In ERPNext, there is a tool which allows you to import data from Excel file into ERPNext. So let's say if you want to import customers or suppliers or items, we can ask our customers to give us data into Excel files, and using data import functionality which we have in ERPNext, we can at once import or create lots of master data like customers, suppliers, and item. For this specific use case, I have some test files, and we'll try and import some of the customers in our ERPNext account, some customers and some items. So I'll quickly jump to my site again. I would like to introduce a new tool, a new data import, which we have been working on. Currently, it is known as data import beta. Okay, using which we can import our masters, and it is this tool which we have, the new data import tool which we have designed is much easier to use. Let's say we have a set of customers in our Excel file, and we want to import that into our ERPNext account. So let me just try and pull up my customer master. So let's say these are my customers. These are the customer names, and these are their territories. Now, how do we import them into ERPNext? So the first thing which I would do is I would click on new data, import, and I'll select a master called customer. Document type would be customer, and I want to import new record or update the existing record. So I want to insert new records. I would select this, and I'll download a template. So it will give me the options to choose the columns, which is pretty much like we have in the existing data import tool as well, or I can select all and go ahead. In for this, for the sake of simplicity, I'll just proceed with the mandatory fields. So all the fields which you see in highlighted in red, these are the mandatory fields which we have. So let's quickly click on export, and we have this Excel file, which is pretty simple and straightforward. We have full name, type, customer group, and territory. Okay, and then we also have our Excel file, which let's say we exported from some source. So what I would do is, let's say I would simply copy this column. I have 100 customers data, so I'll simply column the customer name and put it into, let's say, full name. Then type. What is the meaning of type field? So it's the another recommendation which we generally make, that before you do a data import via Excel file, always try creating some customers from a UI, from the screen, so you can easily identify then what is the meaning of type. So this is our screen. I'll quickly go to the customer master, and if I just open one customer, I can see that right here we have a type field, and what all values a type field can have. It can have only two values, company or individual. Okay, same way then we have customer group field, which is a link field. So we have to ensure that whatever value we enter in that link field, it is one of it. It is not out of this, because it's not a simple text field wherein I can enter any value. Same goes with the territory field as well. I can only in the Excel file as well, I can only enter one of these values only. I cannot enter anything. Okay, so when we are entering data into Excel file, it's always recommended that you first create some records manually, so that you know what data to enter in which field. Specifically with the select and the link fields, we ensure that we enter the valid values, something which is already there in ERPNext. So coming back to the Excel file, right here we have mapped the customer names. Now type, we know it can be either one of company or individual. So I have some values right here. I'll simply copy this and put it into the type field. Same way, customer group. So I have already identified a customer group as commercials. All my customers fall under, let's say, this particular category, which is already mapped as a customer group in my ERPNext account. Same way, I have also mapped my territories, and I have ensured that all these territories is also already added into my territory master. So I will simply copy all these values, territory, and paste it in this column. Okay, and then I can save this field, save this file into CSV or Excel. So I'll just save this file into CSV, and the encoding has to be UTF-8, which is generally taken care by the Excel itself. So I'll simply put this on download, say Monji customers list, and save it. Okay, so now I have ported data from my legacy sheet, and I have put it into the template which can be read by the data import tool in ERPNext. I come back to the data import tool or data import beta in ERPNext and save it. I have downloaded the template and also entered the value in that template. Now just select that file in which I have entered all these values. So I see that on the desktop I have added this file called Muji customers. So I open this and upload this file. Okay, so it will also give me preview, which is not there in the earlier software. That right here you see that what is the full name, you see right here what is the type, customer group, and name. ID would be generated automatically based on my configuration in the selling settings. So in just like in the buying settings we saw, we can define the coding. Same in the selling setting, we can define either we want customer based on customer name or naming series. Now since it's based on customer name, and since I have given customer name, the ID would be automatically generated. So all I have to do is just click on import. So it's in progress right now, and once all the customers are created, it would show as success. So if I just go back to my list of customers, I would see that it has created these many customers, which I just imported via Excel file. Okay, same way, once customers are created, then we can also import the data of address and contact for them via Excel file. On the same lines, I have the list ready, which I just want to import for you, the list of items. Just the thing to notice in that file is basically in this particular Excel file, I've also entered some values in the child table. Now, if you remember me operating, when I created an item. Okay, in the item master, what we did is we saw this table like unit of measurement table and auto reorder level. So these are the child tables within the item master. Same way in the sales order there is item table. In the purchase order, in the invoices, we have child tables like this, right? What if we want to import data into ERPNext with data into one of these child table as well? So I have tried considering the same use case wherein there is an item, and I'm also trying to update the reorder level, which is a child table, into the, via Excel file itself. So here is the Excel file of item. I have already basically used the template downloaded by ERPNext. I have mapped all the item code based on item name. For this particular item, in the end we see there is this child table, item reorder, right? So in the item reorder column, okay, I'm sorry, I think I just noticed that I also need to correct this mapping. It should go here better. For the item reorder, I have mentioned that for this particular item, wall mirror, for stores warehouse, this is the reorder level. Same way for finished goods warehouse, this is the reorder level. So if there is a child table and if you want to add multiple rows, then once the rows for parent fields are finished, then you can enter the values for the child table and then leave that field blank and then start entering new item codes right here. So let's go ahead and try importing this file into ERPNext, my ERPNext account. So I'll quickly go to data import tool again. I'm sorry, data import beta, which would become new data import. It will be this tool will be replaced with the old data import very soon. I'll select item as the template, insert new records, save. Then I'll just search and attach the file which I already have. Import beta. Okay, so what I did is basically I just attached that file and it shows basically how columns were mapped, and then it also gave me import log stating that all these items which I was trying to import was successful. And when I went to the items list, then it showed that all these items which I imported via Excel file was imported successfully. Okay, so this is the list view of the items which I just imported, and this is the image view. So all the web links also which I provided to be linked to the item was linked successfully. Okay, so this is how you can not just import masters but also transactions like your quotations or invoices. Let's say if you have some backdated invoices which when you are migrating to ERPNext you want to import into
Thanks for watching.